Good evening, TFP colleagues, friends and family. I'm Charlotte Bracken. I am a mother of two, teacher and an artist, and I'm very lucky to be linked with Crystal Springs and Tembi, my partner, who will now introduce herself.
Good evening all. My name is Tembi. I'm the principal of Crystal Springs Primary, situated in Lichfield. It's a very old school. I joined Crystal Springs in 1998, and there were 4 educators. At the moment, there are 13 educators and 2 non-teaching staff, and we have an enrollment of about 375 learners coming from Lichfield West and the informal settlement around the school.
This past year has flown by, and it is now time for us all to reflect on what an extraordinary journey that we've had. I have been fortunate enough to be partnered with Tembi, and over time I have come to know this formidable, motivated, energetic, yet gentle and dedicated woman. Tembi has always welcomed me warmly into the school, and we've had some lively and positive discussions around activities taking place and the challenges that the school faces. When I look back, there are a number of emotions that I have felt being part of Crystal Springs, and this is to be humbled to be exposed to a diverse school and the realization of the real problems that are confronted in these schools on a daily basis. I feel overwhelmed at times at what should be achieved, but also energized by the realization that change can be achieved in the education system, and also hopeful that change will come about sooner rather than later. Tembi and I soon found common ground in our desire and passion to concentrate on improving literacy at the foundation phase. As you're all aware, these are critical language development years in a child's life. We have both felt that it is necessary to increase the time spent on the English language from grade R through to grade 3 to ensure a smooth transition from isiZulu to English in grade 4 without compromising isiZulu. The literacy failure rate at the foundation phase is high, and steps have been taken at Crystal Springs to assist those who need special needs, who need to be cared for. A special classroom has been set up in the early morning to assist those struggling with literacy. We will have an occupational therapist who will give the educators necessary skills to identify special needs children and how to support them. We have encouraged the educators to be aware of how necessary a literacy program is. We are aware that we are faced with many challenges in our quest to improve literacy.
We found that teachers need to be self-motivated. After we have organized so many workshops to workshop educators, especially on the teaching of languages, which is isiZulu and English. And we need to find some ways to know how to ignite their passion for teaching, and not for them to see it as a means to an end job and not fulfilling the needs of the learners. We need high quality, effective teachers who will make a lasting impression on their students. Teachers must always be willing to give of their time, even after school or during the weekends. And we found that motivation must come from the educators themselves and the learners and the community. The literacy workshops we organized have been very useful. They've been a useful tool, but only if educators are encouraged to use the resources and to utilize their newly found knowledge with confidence in the classroom. The relevant material must be used in the classroom so that the learners are able to relate to listening to the stories, playing games, looking at pictures, and conversing. The PFP workshops were incredible, and we all gained so much from them, and we have been given tools and the confidence to deal with many challenging and difficult situations, both within and outside of the school environment. With time to think, we were given an increased awareness of how others feel and the ability to listen without interruption and respond in an appropriate way. I have seen this in my staff meetings and the SMT meetings. With flawless consulting, it enabled us to deal with problems in the school by setting up contracts with the staff. And an example of this was the cleaner's attitude towards her work. I consulted with her after I have found that she was not performing her duties correctly. And I took time to ask how I could assist her, and the outcome was an agreement about her duties, and she is now a hard-working lady.
Community building has given us the aim to make our school the centre of the community, creating a warm, welcoming, enthusiastic environment for all stakeholders. The past year has seen our very happy Grade R at graduation and awards ceremony, where we had the biggest community turnout ever. Attendance of parents at meetings has generally increased. We always look forward to our COP meetings, where we have been given the privilege to speak our minds in a safe and caring environment. Relationships have been forged that will go beyond the PFP year. We have met and interacted with some incredible people. And I must say that that has been a huge impact on my PFP journey. It has been an extraordinary part of the whole system. We really have had made some wonderful friendships and motivated each other. Over to you, Timmy.
As Crystal Springs Primary School, we are very grateful to those within the community who have assisted us with the teaching of the literacy program. Teachers who have come in a voluntary basis, and the reading group so efficiently run by Kate Baines. And as a school, we have grown in strength and in many other different areas, which we are most proud of. To name a few achievements are the new computer room, the assembly area, the painting of the school, and the care of our environment, which was depicted in some of the pictures that were shown. The learners have planted flowers and have created a vegetable garden. And there are so many, we can't list all of them.
We look forward to continue working together, Timmy and I, and continue to face the challenges that we have with literacy in the foundation phase, with the vision that learners will go from primary school to secondary school with confidence and a passion to succeed.
We have turned challenges into possibilities.